Let's get things started with your national days of the week. Tomorrow, Monday, March 23rd, National Puppy Day. The most wonderful thing about puppies is puppies. That tiny little creature that will eventually grow up to be hopefully a giant creature. Because, I don't really love dogs that are smaller than cats. I don't consider them to be dogs. I think those are freaks of nature. But when it comes to actual dogs that grow up to be dogs, and when you got them in that tiny little stage when they're miniature versions of what they will become, but they're uncoordinated and they're floppy. And here's the mistake many people make is they don't take enough pictures of their puppy. And I know in this day and age that sounds like a strange thing to say, but you don't. You never take enough. And if you thought you took enough, you didn't. Because they're so cute and so adorable for such a very short period of time. And there's no going back. You can't recreate it. Well, I guess nowadays you can. You got the AIs. You can turn my dog into a puppy AI, and I'm sure it would. And then you could make it dance with baby Donald Trump. I don't know. There's so much AI now. AI has taken over everything. And now I'm pretty sure I could just create my own. When I went to pick up Zeus, there were 9 Rhodesian Ridgeback puppies there. And that really excited me. It made me happy. It made me so happy to be with all of these little puppies. And they were real. And it was fun. But if I wanted to fake it, I imagine, I don't know what is going on now. Something's going on. Let's stick with the topic before I try to figure out what is going on now. March 23rd. National Puppy Day. Tuesday, March 24th, is National Cheesesteak Day. I do love me some cheesesteak. And we got a place right down the road from where we work. It's called, conveniently enough, Philadelphia Cheesesteaks and Hoagie. And they have really good cheesesteaks. They got smoked provolone. Oh, they got the sweet and hot peppers. Ooh-wee, man. I still don't understand the mechanism for how to properly order a Philly cheese. Because there's code words that you're supposed to use. And you're supposed to do this and you're supposed to do that. And I don't have time to learn how to order a thing. I'll just... I will look stupid at the bar or at the counter because I just order online. And then when I walk up, I just say my name and then they give me a bag and they take my money or I've already paid in advance. That's how I do Philly cheesesteaks because I don't want to look stupid up at the counter like, I don't know what a roll is or what kind of cheese do you... I don't want to be that guy. I'm not that guy. And you shouldn't want to be that person either. You should want to not be the person everybody else in line looks at and goes, oh my God, another one of these people. If you don't know the customs for ordering a Philly cheesesteak and you want one and you're in Pennsylvania, just go online, order it in advance, walk up to the counter, say your name, get your bag, and go. That's the way to do it. Okay? Think about that. On Tuesday, March 24th, National Cheesesteak Day. Wednesday, March 25th, is National Tolkien Appreciation Day. Now, I've never read any Tolkien. I know what he did. And in preparation for today's show, I looked at it a little bit like, hey, what did this guy write? Oh, okay, he's that guy. J.R.R., right? Tolkien, I think? I don't know. I didn't look too in depth. I just looked at the name and I saw the books that he wrote, and I'm like, okay, those are the books that he wrote. And all of the movies that came from the books that he wrote. But he wrote those books a long time ago, predating me. Some of these books started in the 50s. And that was kind of surprising to me. I know people who love Tolkien, absolutely love Tolkien, and read his books more than once, which blows my mind. I don't understand that at all. I am a Stephen King fan, not the person. I would hope that if a truck ran over him right next to me on the highway, I would go, oh, wow, cool, and I would leave. Not the person, the author, the guy that writes the books. I'm a huge fan of that guy. If you understand, you got to separate the things that you love and the things that you don't love. But I've never read any of his books that I truly enjoyed more than once. Huh? But Wednesday, March 25th is National Tolkien Reading Day, so maybe you can. Maybe you can go back and read some Tolkien. Or read some Tolkien for the first time. Does he have any short stories? Find one of those. That'll get you started. Find out. I made that mistake with Hemingway. Hemingway, you got to read Hemingway. And I'm living in Spain, and I'm in Ronda, and I'm like, okay, I guess I should read some Hemingway. And I started reading Hemingway, and I was like, what was the deal with this guy, right? Did you not know did you know punctuation was a thing? It's just, I think, one gigantic run-on sentence that I don't think I ever got past chapter 1. But if you want to be good at trivia, you need to know some things, so I'll probably revisit that. Anyway, a little longer than I was expecting. March 25th, National Tolkien Reading Day. Moving on. Thursday, March 26th, is National Purple Day. Except it shouldn't be. Because Purple Day falls on a Thursday, and Thursdays, I don't wear purple on Thursdays. Because of a musician that I really, really enjoyed all of my life. He died on a Thursday, and his name and image is synonymous with the color purple. So I refuse to wear purple on Thursday, even if it is National Purple Day. Now, my question is, and maybe we'll find this out next year, is National Purple Day always on March 26th, or is it a floater and it's always on the third or fourth Thursday of March? And if it is, then I need to reach out to the naming of the day people and say, can we fix this one? This one shouldn't be on a Thursday. Maybe always on the 26th, but never on a Thursday. And you don't need to wait for National Purple Day to throw on some purple. You could do that anytime. Really spiff up the place. Really brightens the room. Really brings out the eyes, purple does. And it's a good color. It's symbolic of us all coming together. Well, in the military. In the military, we use that phrase a lot. Purple branch. You got your blue on green, your green on blue, and then you got your purple on purple. We don't have any orange. We left that for the Space Force. Aim high. Anyway, celebrate National Something Other Than Purple Day this Thursday, March 26th. Friday, March 27th, is National Whiskey Day. I have friends of mine who are real whiskey snobs, and more power to them. I am not a whiskey snob, and I got to be careful that I didn't do something wrong there. I'm not even really a whiskey fan. Can I drink it? Do I know how? Do I understand the principles behind it? Yes. Do I understand the history behind it? No, not so much. I understand flavor and taste, and they started adding flavors to whiskeys. You got your sour apple. Not a fan. Honey. That honey whiskey, ooh, makes you want to sing a country song. Smooth as Tennessee whiskey with honey in it. I'm not a fan of the brown liquors. But if you give me whiskey and I have to drink it straight, I can tell you real quickly whether I like it or not. if I take a sip of it and I have a feeling of nice. Is there any other way to describe that? If I take a sip of whiskey and I have a feeling of nice in my mouth, that's funny. I like it. But at the same note, if I take a shot of that whiskey and it tastes like gasoline and it's not nice, I don't like it. I don't need all of the words that are used to describe all of the flavors and things and emotions. I don't need all that. I put it in my mouth, and if I like it, I like it, and if I don't like it, well, I don't like it. But I have friends of mine who will tell you the history, how it's made, what I can't remember the name of the person that makes barrels calls, but I know a guy who used to be one. Frankie, he used to be a guy that made barrels that they put whiskey in. And I've seen barrels being repurposed because the wood has been soaked with other flavors. And now they put that in a whiskey. That's becoming a popular thing. Brandy flavored whiskey. Ugh. That would not feel nice in the mouth. But however you want to celebrate it, be sure to celebrate it responsibly. Friday, March 27th, National Whiskey Day. Saturday, March 28th is National Something on a Stick Day. Now, it may be because I'm a fat person, but when I think about anything on a stick, it's a jalapeno, number one. Jeff Dunham. You can't ignore that one because it's on a stick. Number two, mystery meat on stick. If you're traveling to foreign countries, your stomach isn't used to their foods and flavors and chemicals. It's not used to it. So you can eat somewhere, and the food might not be poisonous, but it's not going to react well to you. What I found in my world travels was if it's fried, it's died. Mystery meat, does not matter what the meat is, but if it's been fried, usually on a stick, and they pull it out of that extremely hot oil and they give it to you, well, you know, the parasites and the biologicals and the things that could really twist and turn your belly, they're no longer there. Because if it's fried, it died. That may not be true. I don't pretend to be a scientist. I'm just telling you, I've traveled the world. I've eaten mystery meat on a stick all over the world. And if it was fried, I never got sick. Now, if it wasn't fried, there were different reactions. None of them were pleasant. If it's fried, it's died. Think about that in your future. When you're having something on a stick, and you can eat anything on a stick, honestly. Just get you a poker and just start eating food with a stick. Try that on Saturday, March 28th. National Something on a Stick Day. Sunday, March 29th is National Lemon Chiffon Cake Day. If you add a word that I know how to pronounce it, I can read it, I don't know what it means, I become trepidatious and making commentary about something because this word could change everything. Like Lemon Cake Day, let's talk all day about lemon cake. I love lemons, I love cake. Put them together, not going to say no. Add the word chiffon, and I don't know what chiffon is. This could go either way. If I were to imagine, if I were to guess, without knowing what a lemon chiffon cake is, it's a lemon cake that they dolled up a little bit. They did a little something to make the cake a little bit better or different or fancier. And they didn't know what to call it, so they said, what if we add the word chiffon? And yeah, someone said, oh, that's an excellent choice of words. On the first guess, amazing. Who would have thought that? Let's call it lemon chiffon cake. Do you know what a lemon chiffon cake is? Do you know the difference between a lemon cake and a lemon chiffon? I don't. But I know enough about food that if you add a fancy word to it, you're not making it worse. It's not, I almost slipped there. It's not lemon bad word cake. That could be close to chiffon. Something on also. Lemon blank on cake is bad. I can tell you that one. But normally, if you add a word to a thing, it's not to make it worse, especially if it's a fancy word like chiffon. Think about that yourself. Sunday, March 29th, National Lemon Chiffon Cake Day.